Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jeff at Lockdown Security, www.lockdownsecurity.ca, and I'm bringing you a video today on this beautiful 2020 Mazda 3 manual of all. Like, we never see manual Mazda 3s, but manual transmission Mazda 3. We just did a Thinkware U1000 two-channel dash camera along with the TWA-rdr sensor for parking mode sensitivity, as well as the Thinkware BAB50 dash camera battery. So I'm just gonna go through a few things. I'm gonna go to the back. I'll show you where we put the rear camera. Then this video is mainly for other Mazda 3 owners, just to show you that a dash camera is possible and what it looks like when we're done the install. There's the rear camera in the center of the rear windshield. We've run all the cabling down through the actual weatherproof tubing. Just gonna hop over here on the driver's side. Hard for you to see, but this is the TWA-rdr right here. So this radar sensor, I'll go through what it does in a moment, but this just gives you an example. You do have to mount this on the front windshield. The camera is basically right down here. That's the U1000 camera. You'll see the cabling comes in off of the left-hand side. It goes up underneath the mirror paneling. It's pretty compact. It's center mounted, so it gets a clear center view of the vehicle. This is the 4K version from Thinkware, the U1000 D32 CHF. That's the two-channel variant. If I go to the back here, you can see what the rear camera looks like in the back. And then the dash camera battery, I can't show it to you, but we've got it mounted under the passenger side seat. So what the dash camera battery does for this camera is essentially it allows the camera to run off of the dash camera battery when the camera is in parking mode, i.e. when the car is off. It doesn't consume the vehicle's battery power, it consumes the dash camera battery that, as mentioned, is under the passenger side seat. So in case you want to know why you'd want to do that, so you want to have a dash camera battery exactly because you don't want to drain the vehicle battery. And essentially the way the dash camera battery gets recharged is that when you drive the vehicle, it takes approximately 45 to 60 minutes to fully recharge the dash camera battery. So you'd have to drive for that period if you discharge the battery down to zero. But as we all know, people are driving their vehicles every day. So the dash camera battery is going to go up and down in charge rate based on how often you're driving the vehicle. And then to go through what the TWA-rdr sensor does. So what that sensor does is essentially creates a radar-based field in front of the vehicle so that when the vehicle is off and the camera is in parking mode, the parking mode recordings only get triggered when the radar sensor senses a presence in the zone. So that's more energy efficient. That is what the purpose of the radar sensor is to do, is to save energy, thereby reducing the amount of current draw on whatever power source is powering the battery, or powering the camera, I should say. So in this case, it's powered off of a dash camera battery, so you don't really care how much current you're drawing, but it'll mean that the dash camera battery or the vehicle battery, if you're running it off the vehicle battery, lasts longer, and that's by using the radar sensor. Now, for those of you wondering, the radar sensor is only compatible with the Thinkware U1000 camera right now. It's the only model in the Thinkware lineup that has a provision for the radar sensor. No other Thinkware model has that provision. Every other camera out there that does parking mode, they're doing the triggering of the parking mode off of motion, and it senses the motion off of the light difference in front of the lens of the camera. It works, and you know there's no issues with that, but it consumes more energy in doing that. That's why the radar sensor was invented and why they brought that out as a feature for this camera. So I know this video doesn't show very much. I hope you found it informative. If you own a Mazda 3, you'll see that you can definitely do a two-channel dash camera in it. This will give you an idea of what the items look like when they're installed, where you could put a dash camera battery in the car. And if you or someone you know is interested in a battery for your vehicle, feel free to call us 647-439-4485, 1-866-824-4118. Visit us on the web, www.lockdownsecurity.ca, or feel free to email us, sales@lockdownsecurity.ca. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you could, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It goes a long way to help us make more videos like this in the future. I'll just briefly show you what everything looks like again. Radar sensor, front dash camera, rear dash camera, and 6-speed manual transmission. Awesomeness. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend.